Like, who is she? That girl, that's who she is. Like, hey girlies, welcome back to the channel. Cosmetic Belgrave here, and welcome if you're new. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing this cute soft glam makeup look. It's perfect for every day. It's not anything too dramatic. It's very subtle, very elegant, very classy, and it's just like a good cute go-to. So if you girls want to see how I got this look, stay tuned. First, I'm going to start by just cleaning my face off. So I like to use this micellar water. You can get it from drugstore, and you know, just clean all the dirt off of my face. I kind of had a full day already, so my face, you know, has a little bit of oils in it. So if you want to clean your skin, just use some micellar water, girl. It'll get everything off. Yeah, so I just like, the most important thing to me is just to prep my skin for the most part. That way, like, whenever you put your makeup on, your makeup just looks so seamless. See, look at that little dirt. It's yeah. So your makeup just looks so seamless. You just want a nice base. And then I go ahead and prep and prime my skin. So I like to prep and prime my skin with some Hydro Grip. I'm gonna use, which is like my favorite primer, honestly. I'm gonna use this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. Girl, like, this stuff is really amazing. I just pump like a few pumps on my hand. So I just take a little stippling brush, and then I just, you know, just kind of place the primer on my skin. I mean, you can rub it in with your hands if you want, but I'm just gonna use a brush. Like, I love a good brush. Like, one thing about me, I love brushes. Like, I love the beauty blenders and the little press pads, you know, whatever. But a good brush will always do it for me, honey, okay? And so I like to get my skin like super hydrated before I put any kind of makeup on it, just because I have relatively like combination dry skin. So, you know, I like to keep my skin super hydrated. I just place it everywhere the makeup is gonna be. I'm gonna use this Milani Make It Last Dewy, and it's 16-hour wear. And I'll just go ahead and spray my face. Get me nice and hydrated. See, now I feel like I'm ready to put makeup on right now, you know? Okay, so this is gonna be a soft glam look. So I personally like to start with eyebrows, and then I go eyes, and then I go face, and then I go lips. So that's pretty much how I do my makeup. My eyebrows are microbladed right now, so I really don't want to do much to them. At the end, I'm just gonna use a brow gel to kind of keep them in place. Start with concealing my eyebrows though. So I like to use a concealer that's close to the color of my skin, because I like you know, for soft glam, I like for it to be natural, you know. Actually, just kidding. Before I actually do that, before I put the concealer under my eyebrows, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my lips. Girl, this is like the truth. This is Fenty Skin lip oil. Girl, look at that spoolie. And I just put it on. I love it. It's so nice. Like, I love it so much. And I just use it to kind of bring hydration to my skin. Or not to my skin. Bring hydration to my lips. And, you know, because my lips are freaking dry. I live in Texas, so the weather is so dry. And it's cold now, so it's like dry and cold. Like, oh, I don't like that. So I just use this to prep my lips while I do my makeup. And then once I get to my lips, then it'll be a little dried out. And then I can go ahead and you know, apply lipstick and lip gloss and all that stuff. For my concealer for my eyebrows, I'm gonna use this NARS concealer. It's in the color Deep Chocolate. I just bought the small one because I just wanted to see how it would be on my skin, and I like it so far. So I just take a little flat brush, and then I just clean up under the eyebrows, just like that. And I do the same thing to the other side. So let me, you know, even so, along with like showing y'all how I do my makeup, I like to have girl talk, you know? I like to just talk and, you know, we talk about any and everything. Like if you guys watch my lives, we be on there talking about every and anything, and we just act a fool on there. But I love it because it gives like a sense of community to my channel. So, you know, if you're new, welcome. Welcome to the community, the Cosmetic Belgrave community, and I'm happy you're here. And yeah, you know, this is a safe space for people because we have men and women on my channel. And all the dudes are really cool. Like y'all are really cool. And you know, we just, you know, we talk about everyday things, we talk about life, and I just love that for us. And I'm just happy, you know, I happen to just do makeup and just because I enjoy it. So today, I was kind of inspired from my weekend that I had, which was pretty nice. It was pretty much a walk where a whole bunch of women got together and we just walked and, you know, ooh, what am I arousal like that? Whoa. And we just walked. I think it was like 1 mile down and 1 mile back, so maybe it was 2.5 miles, something like that. But we just got together and we walked. I seen it on Instagram and it's called the Girls brand. And then, not to mention, it's in a bigger metropolitan city than where I live. So I was like, you know what, let me go and try this because I'm new to my area, and you know, I'm ready to build my community, you know, of women. And I was like, you know what, it's a little ways away. It was like an hour and a half away from me. But I was like, you know what, let me just go and do it. And tell me why I'm so happy that I did, because I met a couple of nice ladies. And I love that, you know, with good energy, good vibes. I had a great time. I was definitely motivated by that this weekend. Just because I feel like for women, sometimes it's so hard. Like, I mean, even as an adult, it's so hard to, I feel like, meet genuine people that you actually vibe with. And not to say that other people aren't good people, but sometimes, you know, when you encounter certain people, you just may be in different places, you know, in your life. So sometimes it may not mesh well. You know, not saying that, you know, one person is bad or so, but you know, sometimes when you encounter people and you know, you don't mesh well, and that's okay. You know, everyone is different. But I love the fact that I'm definitely a believer of whatever you attract people similar to you. Oh, by the way, I'm using this lighter concealer from my eyelids. It's by LA Girl Pro concealer, and it's in the color medium beige. No, yeah, medium beige. Definitely a believer in you are who you attract, and so I just love that. The young ladies that I met, they're just awesome, and as in like good vibes, good energy, you know. Like obviously I just met some new ladies, but I love that. So I'm so happy that I actually went out there and met and networked, because like I said, I am new to the area, so I kind of want to build that. And I also started a new business. I don't know if you all know that about me. I don't know if I mentioned it in my lives, but I started a new investment business. So just a new journey for me. So I also wanted to, you know, network a little bit, and because you never know. I definitely think meeting other business owners is very important. So that's also what I wanted to go there for. But I just really love the fact that women were able to get together, you know, for something good, which is our health, working out. And especially when I seen that it was a walk. You know, I'm a gym girly. Like, I'm a real gym girly. Like, If y'all don't know my story, I literally fell in love with the gym this year and I've been going nonstop. Today I actually took a break just so I could film my video, and like I've been going nonstop, so I need to take a break also so I don't burn myself out. But I'm a gym girly through and through. Like, I really enjoy working out. So next I'm gonna use this Airspun powder for my eyes, just to set that concealer in. But yeah, I just really had a good time. So if y'all are in the Houston area, definitely check out Girls Goes brand, and yeah, I think they have them like once a month. So so yeah, and so you know, with that being said, I definitely think it's so important. I think it's so important for women to have that community, you know, of whether it be mentors, whether it be a good friend, just like a female support system. I always think it's so good for women to have, just because we need that, you know, like we need that. There's nothing like having another woman who can give you advice outside of yourself, you know. And I think it's so important. I think that's so important, like for women to support each other. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like, because I feel like you can learn so much from people, and it doesn't necessarily have to be, you know, like super close friend, or like I said, you could just have a friend for a certain thing. I feel like I'm like that in a way. Like I feel like all of my friends have different personalities, but it's like each of my friends, they have something special about them that I really love, and every time I see them, like that's what I tap into with them. Like I can be one way, and I guess I'm a chameleon in that way. I don't act different. I act the same, but it's just like certain things with certain friends bring certain things out of me. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, like I have certain friends for, I don't want to say my moods, but just that teach me different things, you know, just by their personality and just how, you know, being who they are. So I'm gonna start with my eyeshadow. I'm gonna use Makeup by Mario palette. This is like honestly my everyday go-to palette. And the thing about beauty brands, like I feel like sometimes there's always like controversy with every kind of beauty brand. Like, girl, I don't even know. I just know I use it as long, you know, like at this point. But I'm gonna use it till it's finished. But so this is like my favorite color right here. This red, chef's kiss on brown skin. Like literally, I love it. And like I think it's so like important to, you know, kind of have that networking community of women from like every age group. And because like I said, you can learn so much from women. Like when I tell you, when I had my son, oh my goodness, like talk about all of the support from the women in my life that I had. So much support, you know, even down to giving birth. You know, my mom was there, you know, kind of coaching me on, you know, everything and what to do, and just, you know, I only hope that I can be that for another woman, you know. And I'm definitely appreciative for women in general. And you know what, I became more appreciative when I became a mom, because I felt like, you know, after you become a mom, that's like real womanhood right there. Like that's full womanhood. That doesn't define you as a woman, but I definitely think, you know, bringing life into the world, you know, it does something to you for sure. So yeah, I just had a really kind of a cool epiphany when I went to the walk, and you know, I had a wonderful time. And you know, I think that's the purpose of it, you know, to kind of bring ladies in like that. And you know, you work out, be fit. And you know, working out, it's like not only physical thing, it's a mental thing, you know, like it's not only physical, it's mental. Like I know working out for me clears my mind, and it like gives me my mindfulness. With this eyeshadow, I just like to kind of just blend it out. Just blend it out until your liking, but I just like to put this like all over my lid. See, the reason I like this eyeshadow color is because like it shows up differently on my skin. Like it almost looks brown, but it's like red, but it's like a nice kind of like base undertone. Like like I really like it. Like this is really like my everyday kind of look. So like honestly, my everyday look would just be with this eyeshadow by itself, and then I would just keep it pushing. Like I wouldn't even add anything else. But for the sake of like a soft glam, I'm gonna use let's see, I'm gonna use this deep brown. I'm gonna mix these two browns and just put that in like my crease color to just add a little bit of definition. So just like that. Yeah, add a little bit more brown. You know, I like brown. Like my liquid, the fuck you think?
And yeah, my type, I like them brown, just like my drink, the fuck you think?
Shout out to Kendrick. Speaking of Kendrick Lamar, like, I tell y'all, I love his album. I'm like in the gym bumping his album. You hear me? Like bumping Kendrick Lamar's album. Like that man. Whew. I love me some Kendrick. So I have to tell this story to y'all because one of my best friends, she's the whole reason why we got to meet Kendrick Lamar, and I'm going to tell the story just so it's on camera and she can come and watch it. So which is another great woman in my life that I really appreciate our relationship. So and I do have her in the vlog too. So when we were like maybe 16, 17, my friend, she's from LA, she's from Long Beach. And so, you know, Kendrick Lamar is from the West Coast, right? So, you know, I'm from the East Coast. I was born in New York, you know, like lived on the East Coast my entire life. So my friend, she, you know, her mom moved her to the East Coast. And, you know, so she grew up in LA, but then, you know, her mom moved her to the East Coast, but she would go back and forth periodically because her dad lived over there. So one day she asked me, she's like, will you come with me to this concert to see K-Dot? And I'm like, K who? Like I'm like, K who? Like who is that? And she's like, don't worry about it, just come with me and listen to his mixtape and listen to his new album that's about to come out. Listen to his singles. Well, I only knew his single at the time, which was Swimming Pools, that was out. But she knew the mixtape, she knew like everything, all the songs, like she was on him, like she knew the whole TDE, like everything. So she's like giving me all the songs to listen to. She's like, listen to ADHD, listen to and Patron, if y'all know, if you know, you know. Listen to, you know, the whole Section 80 mixtape, listen to everything. And I'm like, okay. So, you know, I'm listening to the music. And at the time he only had, like I said, Swimming Pools, he had a couple of songs out. Yeah, so I'm like trying to listen to all the music. And you know, because the concert, you know, I wanted to know everything. I wanted to know all the words to the music. And so, long story short, the concert is here, and we go to the concert. We're like front and center. And so, we go and I'm going to add some concealer and I'm going to conceal my face. So we get to the concert and we're there, and he comes out, he's performing all his music and everything. And at the time we were in North Carolina, my friend and I. That's where we met, in North Carolina. So You know, we're enjoying the concert. You know, I'm like knowing all the words to the song. We're just vibing and everything. It's just great. You know, we're having a good time. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, which is so funny in hindsight from everything that has gone on with this beef. It's really interesting in hindsight to look back and think about. So all of a sudden, and this was in like 2011, y'all. Like this was 2011, like a long time ago. So all of a sudden, Kendrick Lamar is performing, and guess who he brings out? J. Cole, bitch. He brings out J. Cole because we were in North Carolina. We were in Charlotte. We know J. Cole is from Fayetteville. He brings out J. Cole. And, you know, at the time, J. Cole was a little bit bigger than he was. Or at least known more, at least in North Carolina or on the East Coast. You know, he had that one song, Nobody's Perfect. He had, or with Miss Yelly, I don't know if that's what song, but he had that one song, Power Trip, with Miguel. You know, and he had a good little, you know, mix. You know, good little bit of record or whatever. So, you know, obviously everybody knew all the songs, and he was in North Carolina, his home state where he's from. So, you know, when J. Cole came out, everybody was like, whoa, J. Cole, J. Cole. And like, you know, I already knew who J. Cole was at the time. So, you know, I knew him more than Kendrick at the time. And so, you know, I'm like happy, like, oh my God, he brought out J. Cole. It was such an amazing night. And then lo and behold, and to think that the night couldn't get any better, y'all. So this was at like the Fillmore. If y'all know what the Fillmore is, I know they have the Fillmore in like multiple locations. So if that tells you like what the size of the venue and stuff like that, because you know the Fillmores are relatively small compared to like arenas and stuff like that and stadiums. So the concert ends, right? Not only did the concert end, tell me why they said y'all can stand on the side because he is gonna come and take pictures. And so my friend is freaking out because he was already big in LA and stuff like that. I didn't know who he was at the time because, like I said, I'm East Coast, you know, I'm like New York, you know, that's me. And so, you know, I wasn't checking for the West Coast like that. You know, I knew the West Coast, but I wasn't checking for it. Like my ears wasn't to the streets. Like my ears is to the streets in New York. Anything New York, anything New York, my ears to the streets. But West Coast, nah, that was my friend. She's from Long Beach. So so the concert ends. We go and we wait there for Kendrick Lamar. And lo and behold, Kendrick Lamar comes out. Oh my God, let me see if I can find a picture, y'all. This is a true story. Like I'm gonna show y'all. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. I'm using my favorite foundation right now. One Size Beauty Turn Up Base. Girl, this is in the color Deepest 35. Okay, so I'm gonna show y'all. This is a true story. I have to go back all the way to my Facebook. And you know what? I'm so happy that I uploaded it to Facebook because my friend, she can't even find the picture that she took with Kendrick Lamar. And she always asks me, and I'm like, girl, I do not know where that picture is. Like, like I said, my friend was a big fan of his at the time because she knew about him in LA and stuff. Let me show y'all. This is based on the true story. Let me see for a sec. Okay, so then I look so like geeky, it's crazy. And I'm like so shy. So look, y'all, okay, y'all can't see. Oh, my screen is dirty. Hold on. My screen is so dirty. Oh my God, what the heck? Okay, so look, y'all. Yeah, if y'all can see. Wait. Look at who that is. Dang, y'all can't see. Can't be seeing lights. Look who that is. Look at them ears. If that ain't Kendrick. And then look at me, y'all. Geeked out. That is us, y'all. He got on his LA hat. Look at me. I don't really want y'all to see my face like that. I thought I was looking cute that day too. Apparently not. But look at Kendrick. And look at his eyes. His eyes are on me. Not on Kendrick. I'm joking. I got a whole husband, y'all. But at the time I was like freaking out. I didn't even know who he was, you know. I didn't know who he was. That's Kendrick. So yeah, that's what happened that night. We went and seen Kendrick, and he took pictures with us, and he signed my ticket. Tell me why I don't know where that ticket is to this day. He signed my ticket. Like, I would have never like thought like because like I said, I didn't know who he was at the time, and I would have never thought that you know, he would be such a, you know, of a big artist. I mean, my friend probably would have thought that because she loved him so much, but you know, I had no idea. You know, she introduced me to him, and I will always forever give her credit for that, because now I really enjoy his music. Like, to this day, I enjoy his music. Like, every album, pretty much every song, I know, and I just naturally picked it up. So after the concert, I literally realized how amazing he was. And then I'm like, oh, okay, well, that's why my friend was freaking out. And my friend had him sign. So I didn't have anything for him to sign when he was signing things and taking pictures. I just said, sign my ticket. Girl, my friend had her whole Bible. He signed her verse. I guess there's a certain song, which I actually need to ask her about that, where he referenced a Bible verse. And, you know, that's the Bible verse that, you know, she stands by. And so he signed her Bible. I think she still has it to this day. I'm pretty sure she does. I know I didn't give a damn about the ticket at the time. I was like, whatever, you know, like, but I didn't realize, you know, the quality of his music, like, is amazing and powerful. Like, it's great. Even, you know, now with, you know, the whole beefing thing, you know, like, his Art of War, that man is, whew, he's a beast. He's a beast, like, no doubt about it. I'm gonna go ahead. I put the foundation on, y'all. I don't know what's going on with these little baby hairs right here, but my hair is like not staying down. I just don't know why. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and conceal my face. This is the NARS Radiant Concealer. This is in a lighter color, in a color Truffle, and I'm just gonna conceal, like, you know. Oh, look, that, oh my god, that looks so freaking bright. Girl, I don't want it to be that bright. Maybe out of my eyes because I got some bags. But I'm gonna do, let me see. So this is gonna be in the color, NARS Radiant Concealer in the color Deep Chocolate. And I'm just gonna put a little right there. So it's a little darker, which I like. Cause, like, you know, like, the highlighting is cool, but I don't want to be looking like too crazy and bright, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is soft glam, but I don't want to be looking like, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm saying. This is a contour stick. This is by NYX Cosmetics. It's called the Wonder Stick, and I really like it. I like to put a butt chin. I like to do a little something right here on my cheeks. And this is in the color. This is in the color Deep Rich. I'm gonna spray my Milani Make It Dewy. This is a great dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's like 14 or 16 hour setting mist. So this is a great dupe, and it smells so good. I feel like people would be sleeping on Milani Cosmetics, but Milani Cosmetics is that girl for real. What I really want to buy is some Danessa Myricks makeup. I need to go and get my hand. Y'all, let me tell you something. I went to Sephora in, like, the main city where I live, and tell me why it was so packed. And, like, they didn't even have her products. Like, so the closest Sephora to me is like it's like in a Kohl's or something. So they don't even have, like, all of the things, you know. They didn't have Danessa Myricks. So I went to the big main city, and tell me why they had her section on the end of an aisle, just a little tiny section. And I'm like, girl, like, why do they got her like that? Like, I didn't see her makeup no other place in the store, and they didn't even have anything, you know, obviously because it's a busy store, a busy mall where I went. But they just had her, like, literally, you know, at the end of the aisle there's just like the end corner, Like, that's where they had her things. And I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. I just thought they would set her things up nicer because I've seen in other locations, like, big Danessa Myrick's, like, you know, like, nice. And they just had hers in a little ass corner. And I'm like, what kind of shit is this? Like, that's crazy. Anyways. So I just told myself I just have to order some of her products, but I will be ordering Danessa Myrick's because, like I said, I want to make sure I support not only Black-owned businesses but Black women beauty brands, because I feel like there's so many Black-owned beauty brands that don't get enough recognition. Like, I feel like we need to make sure we're using it for our everyday products, you know, and we're so quick to go into, you know, the Sephora or Ulta and just get like the popular stuff. But I'm like, what about my Black women? Like, we need to make sure we're getting their stuff, you know. This little stippling and this contour, my I like to connect my eyebrow with my nose and just kind of blend that out. I just like the way it looks. I just like the dimension that it shows on the face. I don't have to, and then like, so even when I contour, I like to use like the leave out of my foundation for the contour because I don't like it to look harsh. But I do like the brow bone connecting to the nose. I just love that. The first time I seen that look, I used to watch the show The Game. I don't know if y'all used to watch the show The Game that used to play on BET. And you know, Brandy, when she used to play Chardonnay, I don't know if y'all remember that, but Brandy used to play Chardonnay, and I love the way her makeup artist used to do her makeup because they used to bring her contour down to her nose, and the way her face is shaped, it looks so beautifully like done. So I was like, oh my god, I gotta start doing this. And then so that's why I got that from. I just thought it was so pretty. So yeah, I just love that dimension to her face. Blend this other side out, and then after this I'm gonna put my blush on, and this is like my absolute favorite blush, which is by Juvia's Place, and I need to go get some more Juvia's Place blushes. And so this Juvia's Place blush is in the color Perky Poppy. You literally need one dot. Oh my god, I put two, but it's like, because this blush is so freaking pigmented, like it's so pigmented. And I'm like, how do they get it right? And other brands look so like ashy on me, you know? Like, I literally don't get it. Like, I just feel like there are brands that make the colors for us and the pigmentation for us, but it's like other brands choose not to. Like, are they being cheap or something? Like, I'm confused, you know? Like, I just hate that, you know, like, I hate that feeling of like, why is this not freaking pigmented enough? Like, it's so weird. But now that they are, like I said, that's why I feel the reason to really support us, because, you know, we need that representation. The thing is, if one brand could get it right, then all of the brands can get it right, you know? And you can't say that, you know, the products won't be sold, because let me tell you something. Black women, we will go ham on a product that we love. Like, I remember back in the day, they're only like, MAC was the main brand. And I know, like, you know, when you would go to get your makeup done at the MAC counter, because they used to do it for free, you know, like trial or whatever. And like, they would have the color, like, and that was such an amazing feeling, like knowing that I'm gonna go to MAC and get my makeup done and they're gonna have my color. Like, why were they the only ones at the time? Like, I knew from like the early 2000s to about like the late like 2010s, well, like mid 2010, no, early 2010s, it was like MAC. Like, that was like the only thing out there, like MAC. And then I'm like, what? So I'm so happy that there are brands that are willing to, you know, create those products for us. And this circles back to why, you know, having that community of women, you know, who represent us, who know us, who understand us. Because look, my Bajan girl Rihanna, she a Bajan. She is a Bajan to the bone. You hear me? And she has a dark skinned mama, you know? So she knows how it is. And she made her products, lo and behold, not only for just the darker, deeper skin tones, but for lighter, pale skin tones, you know? Because don't forget it, we have black people who are albino, white skin, white passing as well. You know, y'all, let me stop. Don't get me started, because like I'm so passionate about this. Even when Gloria, she talked about, you know, the lack of representation when she put it on her skin, like, y'all gotta come correct. And then get mad at her because she's doing what she does. When I seen that, I was just like, that blows my mind, like, entirely. I was just like, well, they're lost. But oh, I'm not even telling you what I'm doing. So I set my whole entire face with this Laura Mercier setting powder. Let me tell you, if you don't want your makeup to last like all day, set your entire face, close your pores with the powder, and set that liquid on your face. Like, I promise you, your face will not come off. Like, when I used to do makeup, I had this one lady, she kept her makeup on like all night. It didn't come off. Like, she wore it the next day. I'm just gonna add a little bit of brightness under the eye. I was watching this video that Drewski made, and it was like, when your girl's makeup is too bright for her face. And it had the girl, she was like all in the cameras like this, and her makeup was like white cast. Oh my god, it was hilarious. I was just like I really don't want that to be me. You know? And I just feel like we need to recognize, ladies, you know, like when, you know, they had the whole movement where eyebrows were on fleek, and like, you know, the eyebrows would be super archy and harsh and dark, and they would have like extremely, you know, dramatic eyeshadows. Like, look at us now. We're toned down, boo. We ain't doing all that. And then who got the time to do that? Because I don't. I do not have the time to do that. So next I'm going to use this Fenty Beauty bronzer. This is like my favorite bronzer. This is in the color Mocha Mommy. Like, when I tell y'all, Rihanna, she did not come to play. Like, she knew exactly what to do. And I know that, I believe her mom, she, like, when she would, you know, do her interviews, she said her mom worked at a makeup counter. So, you know, she was always inspired, you know, to you know, she was inspired by makeup and red lipstick, and which makes so much sense, because her red lipstick does not come to play, honey. Like, that thing, I love it. It's one of my favorite red lipsticks. Even when she did the first collab with MAC, it was like my favorite red lipstick, the Ruby Woo or something like that. It was my favorite red lipstick before she came out with her own. And now my favorite red lipstick is by her. I use this one right here. I've talked about it in many videos. It's this one. It's in the color, the MVP. It's the matte lipstick. Girl, I even have her red lipstick that she first came out with, which was very nice. It was like kind of oily and glossy, but this one right here, girl, oh yeah, she did not come to play with that. Okay, so now, so I'm just gonna do my eyebrows really quickly. I'm just gonna use the NYX, the brow glue gel, and it's like eyebrow gel, and I'm just gonna brush up my eyebrows. Look at the big difference that makes. If you want something that makes your eyebrows stay in place, just use the Got2b glue gel. Girl, that'll keep your brows in place all day. Unless you sweat, and it'll like sweat out, but for the most part, well, it takes a lot for it to sweat out, but this one is way lighter than that, because I'm gonna take this off when I'm done. But yeah, look at that. Ooh, doesn't that look like, She's fabulous. She's fierce. We're gonna do the lips. Okay, so doing my lips is just a whole thing for me, right? So I've already prepped the lips. As you can see, like the gloss is like the lip oil has kind of like gone away, not as shiny as it was before, so that's cool. Oh, you know what, I forgot to contour with powder. I'm gonna contour with this Juvia's Place contour kit. It's a bronzer, but it's in the color Deep Dark. Just add a little bit of contour to, and I mixed these two colors, and I'm gonna add it to my cheeks. I forgot to contour, y'all. To do it after I've blended out the cream contour. So now we're gonna do the lips. One of my favorite parts, because I just got this whole new lip routine. I'm gonna take a really dark concealer. So this one is in the color Truffle by LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm gonna put it to my mouth. I'm the only one using it. So I like to line my lips with concealer, girl. Like eyebrow pencil, who? No, not me. So eyebrow pencils are good, but honestly, like, girl, I be using black. I mean, I can use brown, but you know, I want something that really shows up. See, look at that. Look at that. That looks so good. Like, I love it, love it, love it. So I just finished lining these lips. And that is the concealer, right? So now we're gonna set that concealer like we do with our face, like we do with everything. I'm gonna use this little angled brush, and then I'm gonna take my bronzer contour that I use, and I'm gonna mix these two. I'm just going to set the concealer that I line with my lips, and I'm gonna set it. Just like that. This is e.l.f. concealer. It was just like $5-6. This is in the color Deep Cinnamon, and I'm just gonna take a little brush and just take some of that concealer, and then I'm just gonna use this as just a little bit of color on my lip. It's just gonna act as like a natural color pretty much. Especially for brown women, like our lips are like a deeper color sometimes. So I'm just bringing some life back to that. And you only need a little bit because, you know, concealer is strong. And then what I'm gonna do, I can't really decide what lip gloss I want to use. So it's either between these two. So these are both Fenty lip glosses. One is a cream lip gloss, one is just a regular lip gloss in the color Fenty Glow. This cream lip gloss is in the color Cookie Jar. And honestly, they both were my, so the Fenty Glow was my favorite to begin with, like for a while. But I really love this brown cream like lip gloss. It's so good. But I'm gonna go ahead and do, we'll start with this one since this one is a little bit lighter. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this lip gloss on. And just look at that. Oh my God. Ah, doesn't that just come together so freaking nice? Ah, I love that. Like, girl, like this lip gloss is everything. Oh my God. I gotta sit here for a little bit because what? Like, who is she? That girl, that's who she is. Like, this is technically a bronzer, which I'm okay with because I feel like bronzers you can use for like every and anything. And I'm just gonna like just tap a little bit, you know, on my nose, Cupid's bow, and you know, under the eyebrows, just to give me, you can put, when you're going out, you can put some like right here, you know. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This is a cute little quick soft glam. This didn't take me very long at all. Typically, I like to set my face with One Size Beauty setting spray, but I don't have it because I think my son wanted my stuff, so it's somewhere around here. Can use a setting mist. This is meant to stay on, but this is more of a setting mist that'll keep your skin a little dewy, and you really want something to lock the makeup in. So I would definitely suggest One Size Beauty setting spray. Scarlet Tilbury setting spray. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.